Alright guys, welcome back to God of War. The last time we met in God of War, we arrived to the Oracle's temple and we saw that she was captured and all that kind of stuff. So now, actually, we're gonna head inside the Oracle's temple. Yes, I do know we are. It doesn't look like I'm about to, but we are. I know I'm wasting my time looking around for red orb chests and stuff like that, but there are a few here that um I believe you can miss because you do actually come back here at the very end of the game, but I believe that if you missed any of these chests, you can't get them because they're going to be blocked off by different debris and stuff. But again, the thing about God of War is that if you just have a basic sense of curiosity, you should be able to get most, if not all, of your upgrades in a relatively quick fashion. Like, to my not really, I think the only time you should be really starving for upgrades is towards the beginning of the game, and that's if you're managing upgrades well. I would say upgrade things that you use the most in this game and you should be fine. So obviously upgrade the Blades of Chaos because they go up to level 5 and they're pretty expensive to level up in the first place. So here we actually have a bit of a puzzle here. It's not really a puzzle, but it's a way to stop the harpies from constantly respawning. So yes, in this room the harpies are going to constantly respawn because they're going to be coming out of holes that are on two sides that are on both sides. So what you have to do is you have to use these two statues to cover the holes. So my recommendation: harpies don't do that much damage to you when they attack you. So just use that. Just go ahead and just cover just cover the holes first, and then go for the harpies. Because this could be a good place to farm red orbs, but I think just like any other place I've said that, they generally probably start giving less and less red orbs as time goes on because the game just wants you to say, hey, the game's trying to tell you to, hey, move on already. Yeah. But if you probably have noticed, I skipped a day for the Let's Play. So I'm actually going to be approaching a bit of a new schedule this time around for main Let's Plays. I'm going to try something new for the year. I wanted to start it now with this Let's Play because, I know it doesn't make sense, but so what's going to happen is that Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is when the new part of the Let's Play comes up. Now, new reviews, that's just going to be on whatever day I get it done, most likely on Fridays. I know it doesn't make sense to start doing that in the middle of the God of War Let's Play, but at least I'm doing it, relatively early. But this should make it a lot easier for me to, be able to record parts, get them edited and stuff like that, so I don't have to worry as much. Because one issue I had with doing Let's Plays back when I did my old schedule, which was every day, was I was doing 5 parts in one weekend, and I just honestly don't have the time for that. I honestly still don't have the time for that. I don't think I'll ever will have the time for that. But maybe focusing on just one day part, 3 parts a week will help me out a little bit. And, because, I'm doing all this by myself. I'm the one recording, I'm the one editing, I'm the one doing the voiceover, it's all me. Is it any good? No. But, I think my reviews are good. I think I'm doing good on those. Speaking of those, if you haven't, I would recommend watching them. I think they're some of my best videos on the channel. Next to all my great memes. My great DNA of the soul. So I did mention that we are in the new year. It's 2023. And, I haven't done one of those, year in a review things for the channel, mainly because I don't see the point in doing that. I mean, one, I didn't really do much this year. I have the channel pulled up now. I can just look at my uploaded videos. So, looking here, I mean, obviously we started doing reviews last year with Jedi Fallen Order, but looking at the thing, so our first Let's Play of 2022. So technically Devil May Cry was still going on into 2022. It started in December of 2021. It was December 27th and then ended on January 12th. At least that was when all the uploads were. But so Devil May Cry happened, and then we did Fire Emblem Warriors for the Switch. And then after that, we did Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. And then we started doing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which was a pretty long one. I think that one went on like a good 40 parts, I want to say, with some pauses here and there. It went 38 parts. And then we did Sonic Heroes. And that's really all we did in terms of Let's Plays, because that ended in July. Okay, no, August, sorry. But I also did do some reviews, and we did the Batman Arkham Asylum. We did Jedi Fallen Order, Batman Arkham Asylum, and Dust and Legion Tale, because Dust and Legion Tale was December 9th. And I mean, I also did some small uploads in between the pauses and stuff. Like, I think I did the God of War Ragnarok tennis joke and all that kind of stuff. You know, well, last year, you know, was a little chaotic for me, especially when we got close to August. Getting close to September and August, because it was my first senior semester of the year, and I just started getting busy with different stuff and college commitments. I wonder why I'm on the pause screen. I think something's distracting me. But, you know, I was, you know, dealing with senior final projects and stuff like that. You know, this semester is looking relatively easy. I only have 3 classes, but, that's not all we're here for. In terms of plans for the new year, I mean, first things first is reviews. I obviously want to finish the Arkhamathon, which I'm going to start working on the Arkham City review probably sometime within the next couple of days in terms of recording footage. I want to start doing sequels to games that we already did. And there are a few games in the backlog that I want to do. Like, one, I want to get back and I want to redo Hollow Knight and see if I can figure out a way to make it the most optimal Let's Play. Because obviously that one was the reason I scrapped it in the first place. One, it wasn't because it wasn't good. It was because I lost all my footage. Because my hard drive died. My hard drive just said, fuck you, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to be able to reach your files anymore. So that's the other reason the Arkham City review was canned for the time being, because I had all the footage recorded for Arkham City, you know, ready to edit. I haven't started editing yet. And then the hard drive died. So I was just like, shit. So I said, screw it. I'm not gonna replay Arkham City. I literally just did that. I'm not gonna replay Arkham City twice in a row. I love Arkham City, but Jesus Christ, you know, replaying the same game twice in a row is just madness to me. Especially because, you know, it was maddening. Especially considering that I did 100% run for that review, so I had enough footage for like all the things I was going to talk about in that review. So that's just, I'm going to approach that a little differently, I think. But the Hollow Knight Let's Play, I will come back to it eventually. You know, I will redo all the footage and stuff like that. Maybe make it a little more optimal. Same thing for Metroid Prime 2. You know, I will redo that Let's Play. But, you know, that's not a priority, honestly. Metroid Prime 2 is just not. Looking at my playlists here, you know, I want to get back into story-driven Sundays. I wanted to do that starting this month, but I might wait a couple days. I might wait this week. and see. But I want to do The Walking Dead season 2. I want to redo Detroit Become Human. I kind of want to redo some of the previous story-drivens for different reasons because of like frame rate issues and stuff like that. Like Batman the Telltale series and Wolf Among Us, those two had some pretty bad quality in all honesty, and I really wish I could just redo those. But that's just up to me. I want to get to Batman Arkham Origins, but here's the thing though. If I do, I will be technically playing Arkham Origins twice. Once for the review, and then once for the Let's Play. Because the thing is I don't like using the same footage for reviews and Let's Plays, because it just feels weird. So if I do end up having to do Arkham Origins twice in 1 year, I may not be motivated that much. But, that's all based on me. I want to do an RPG this summer. I want to do an epic summer RPG like I did back with Persona 5. Don't know what that RPG is. I could do Persona 4 Golden, but I think I'm going to hold off on that one. Because, Persona is coming to different platforms, so I might do a Persona game. But I also kind of want to do a Final Fantasy game. I just don't know if... I don't want to do, like, Final Fantasy 1 or anything, because those aren't my... I don't like those. I don't like... Like, I've only really, like, fully played, like, Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 13. I've played bits and pieces of Final Fantasy 10. I've just never really finished it. But, like, I know, it sounds so crazy. I'm like, a huge... I actually really love Final Fantasy, but I've only really fully completed, like, 2 of the main series games. Like, I played through Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 13. And, I did play some 10. I wanted to play 15, but I never got around to it. Oh, shit, I should probably talk about what's on screen for a second. So, the Oracle is hanging on this rope here, and we had to solve this puzzle. You saw how I did it. Now, once I get to this point here, we're now going to have a time limit, and we need to race over to her in order to save her. If you let the time limit run out, game over, and you got to try again. There's actually an achievement for this game, for the PS3 version, where if you reach the goal within like a certain time frame, you get an achievement. I think it's like the last 10 seconds. Like, it's gotta get close. Okay, back to what I was saying, because this is honestly irrelevant. I do want to continue on with sequels, though. I want to do Sly 2, Band of Thieves, Devil May Cry 2, Shadow the Hedgehog. Hell, I might do Sonic Frontiers eventually. I already did the review for it. I might as well do the Let's Play eventually. I don't know if I want to do Assassin's Creed Revelations this year. I don't know yet. If I do, it would probably be very, very quick, because I probably would not sidetrack myself as much as I did for Brotherhood and 2. I want to do Hyrule Warriors. I also just want to touch the Zelda series in general this year. I'm not going to do Tears of the Kingdom when that comes out, because, one, I don't like doing the latest game in the series immediately, but also, I don't know yet.
And with that act, Kratos set in motion the events that would lead to his downfall.
Kratos, as Athena herself has foretold. But you are late, perhaps too late to save Athens. Or is it Athens you have come to save?
No, I can't! We must not stop!
And when the Oracle looked into his soul, she saw a beast as well as a man. Once a captain in the Spartan army, Kratos had begun his command with only 50 soldiers. But soon his numbers grew to the thousands. His tactics were brutal, but effective. Drunk with power, he was feared by all, except one. His wife was the only one to brave his fury.
How much is enough, Kratos? When will it end?
When the glory of Sparta is known throughout the world.
The glory of Sparta. You did this for yourself.
His desire for conquest knew no bounds, but that which he desired would ultimately consume him.
By the gods, why would Athena send one such as you?
Stay out of my head!
Choose your enemies wisely, Kratos. Your brute strength alone will not be enough to destroy Ares. Only one item in the world will allow you to defeat a god. Pandora's box, which lies far beyond the walls of Athens, hidden by the gods across the desert to the east. But be warned, Kratos. Many have gone in search of Pandora's box. None have returned. Go through the gates to the desert, Kratos. There begins the path.
Okay, back to what I was saying.
It is the only way
But
you
like,
will defeat Ares and
you know,
save
there are a bunch of Let's Plays I want to do this year. You know, honestly, if I do the Epic Summer Let's Play, I still don't know what RPG I want to do. You know, I want to do there's Fire Emblem Engage coming out this year. I might do that. I want to do Fire Emblem Three Houses, but I'm still hesitant to do that one because I have no idea how to approach that. Because the thing about Three Houses is that, you know, playing one path, you know, and then just leaving it at that is like the dumbest thing you could possibly do. And also, I don't know what path I would want to do first and how, like, which path, like, how to select that path. And also, you know, if I did, you know, come back to Three Houses, like, at a later time, you know, how would I choose which path I do first? And then, like, how would I be able to skip, how much can I get away with skipping before, you know, things start looking different in terms, because the thing about Three Houses is that while, yes, the second half of the game is significantly different, the first half is pretty similar, but, you know, it's pretty hard. Like, I would say probably I skip the entire tutorial and then once we get to, like, the mock battle is kind of when I just start paying attention again. But I don't know. And that obviously wouldn't be live, you know, that'd be post-commentary like Persona 5 was. But, like, you know, I could do Fire Emblem Engage, because I actually look forward to that. You know, I actually pre-ordered it. It looks really good. Character designs are... I'm gonna be honest, I don't like them, but I like Alir a little bit, or Alir. I like the new protagonist. I like her. I like their design, though they do look like toothpaste. But like some of the other characters look fucking ridiculous. But like, you know, obviously I could also do a Final Fantasy game. I could do like Final Fantasy 7, maybe Final Fantasy 13 Part 1. Whatchamacallit? Hell, I could do Crisis Core if I wanted to, because I got that Crisis Core reunion, and it's actually really fun so far. But there's some other games I want to get into, like, you know, I want to do The Last of Us. You know, I'm actually playing the remaster right now. Yes, I'm calling it a remaster, not a remake. Fuck you, I don't care. Fuck you, Druckmann. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm sort of thinking about. You know, there's certain aspects of the channel I'm rethinking, but you know, that's all kind of, you know, yeah. I think we spent this entire part not even talking about what was going on the screen. Basically, we were just tasked with finding Pandora's box to defeat Ares, but you know, we'll get into all that another time. But the next time we meet in God of War, we're going to be heading towards our next major objective, which is getting Pandora's box. Which is going to be the biggest pain in the ass in video games, because, God, I hate getting Pandora's box. But, you know, that's all for another time. See you guys next time, and take care.